Planning is often put in the same category as a visit to the dentist, something we should do regularly, but usually put off until a crisis happens. Then it's not so much about preventing teeth problems, it's all about fixing a problem, often with limited options and at much more expense than the regular dentist visits would have cost. There are often some compelling reasons not to plan. Here are some of them that I've heard from farmers in the past. I know they all work because I've watched farmers use them often to successfully put off planning. I always suggest that if you're not going to plan, feel free to take one of these excuses to use. They're all tried and tested. Seriously, each one of these is actually a good reason to plan. Planning is not something you do after everything else. It should have priority on your time. Planning allows you to prepare some fallback positions if it doesn't rain. Time in the office is at least as valuable as time in the paddock. And without planning, you're more likely to miss opportunities. In fact, good plans are continually being reviewed and adjusted. What we do know is that the future will be different to now. Let me quote a little from this book from the Rural Industries Research and Development Corporation. They say, Australian farmers operate in a global marketplace that continues to change rapidly. They're subject to falling commodity prices, rising costs and an unpredictable climate. They're responding by making their own changes and experimenting with ideas that alter the way farming is done. These innovative activities are being undertaken by farmers from all corners of the continent in the hope of giving themselves more control over their own destiny. The many ways in which they're meeting these challenges makes this an exciting time for Australian farming. When presented with challenges and opportunities, Australian farmers have always been resourceful, inventive and adaptive. I think that's a great summary of how Australian farmers face change. With a plan in place, you'll be able to take advantage of those challenges and opportunities that they see coming for you in the future. I'd like to leave you with a little story about frogs. It's been found that if you drop a frog into a container of very hot water, it'll leap straight out. But if you put a frog into cold water, then gradually heat it up, the frog will stay there, even to the point it will die. It would have been useful if the frog had a plan for action in those changing circumstances. Planning means you won't be boiled alive as circumstances change for your farm business. I hope you enjoy this unit and produce a really useful plan for your farm business.